Hello and welcome to Game Hunter HQ, where games are serious business. So I'm supposed to review Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. That was years ago. I'd play it now, but I misplaced it. But anyway, let's talk about something awesome. One of my all-time favorite video game series, Mega Man. Mega Man is pretty much to Capcom what Mario is to Nintendo, the iconic franchise that put the company on the map. Their flagship mascot, if you will. When you hear Capcom, you think Mega Man. Since then, the series had been outsold by Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and Monster Hunter, but it still remains an important part in Capcom's... What? Yes, in 2011, Capcom pretty much said they weren't going to make any more Mega Man games, canceling several titles that were in development, including... God, it hurts to even think about it. Well, many of us thought that this was just dumb. Cancel a beloved series, blame the fans for not wanting it enough, take the Blue Bomber off the Marvel vs. Capcom roster, drop snide messages in other games, and pretty much leave a kid to rot in the vacuum of spit! Excuse me. Well, anyway, the Dark Age seems to have come to an end, with several new collections having been released, and of course, Mega Man 11 becoming the best-selling game in the franchise, an accolade it deserves. I think that Capcom has now realized the demand for the series, and is doing the best to make up for past mistakes. Well, let's see what the fans are making. Thankfully, since the dawn of the 21st century, fans have been picking up the slack by developing their own games. Some were okay, others were... I don't even. Then there are the ones that are surprisingly really good. As in, they are worthy of the ranks of the official releases. They are that good. So today, I'm going to talk about 5 games in no particular order that deserve your attention. Starting with Mega Man Unlimited. Yeesh. Ominous. Anyway, this is one that I hear nothing but good things about. And I have to agree, this is pretty good. Are you sure Capcom didn't make this? Lots of polish, lots of replay value, and of course, some interesting quirks. Like this airport where everything's trying to kill you. Alright, you know it's coming.
They tried to kill me with a forklift, huzzah!
What I really love about Mega Man games is that they're often designed like a puzzle of sorts. Levels seem difficult at first glance, but they are designed so even a new player can assess the surroundings, figure out the best course of action, and then succeed. All without the need for a guide. Unlimited follows these same guidelines, but takes it a step further. The level and enemy patterns are a bit more elaborate this time, meaning you have to use your cunning more. This increased complexity in design not only keeps the player on his toes, but it adds a certain layers of depth that even some of the official titles lack. Mega Phil X and his team truly thought outside the box, and crafted every obstacle with calculated precision. There are a few close calls, so it's giving me heart attacks, but to me, that's part of the rush I like to get from these old kind of games. Just one small warning though. Don't start with Rainbow Man. It's a beginner's trap. You thought Quickman stage was rough? That was just the entrance exam. This is the real challenge. My advice? Wait until you have the right sub. Aside from that, this game's pretty good. I'm definitely gonna go back to this one. Now we move from 2D to 3D. Do you like Doom but want something to play around the kids? Try Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch, an online multiplayer shooter based on the classic games. There's a single-player campaign too. You can customize your character, and you go up against other robots. First one to a set number of kills wins. Simple, right? Well, everybody has Mega Man's copy of it. You can pick up various weapons and items from throughout the series. They work basically the same as they do in the original games, except in 3 dimensions. To move on to the next stage, you need to score first place. No silver medals here. Any less than perfection, you gotta start the stage over. And over. And over. Until one of 3 things happen. You uninstall the program from your drive, destroy your computer with one frustrated punch, or you win. I'll be honest, some of these stages took me 30 tries to beat, at least. What's this? Oh no. No, not him! Not him! Yes, in typical Yellow Devil fashion, it took me a while to figure out the pattern to dodge his parts. Could say I'm used to fighting him in 2D, but actually, I'm just stupid. Here's how you do it! And that's how it's done. Need to get my eyes checked. There are a lot more levels of weapons, but that's pretty much the whole game in a nutshell. Sometimes it gets repetitive, but other times addictive. Fans of Doom and Mega Man alike are sure to have a blast. So we have a 2D game and a 3D game. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. Mega Man 2.5D. Basically, it's a classic 8-bit Mega Man with a Z-axis. They got the game feel down pat, plays well, for the most part, and attention to detail is very impressive. Decent remixes of classic Mega Man stages, with a few secrets here and there. You can play as Proto Man, that's nice, and there's also a co-op mode. Now let's kick it up a notch. How many of you have played Mega Man 2? No, the other one, the one that sucks. That's right! At one point you run into Quint, an alternate future version of Mega Man, kidnapped by Dr. Wily, and brought back to the present, and reprogrammed to defeat present Mega Man. Well, he's got his own game now, and it's damn good. Quint's Revenge. The opening cutscene shows a flashback to Quint's battle, and since he lost, unsurprisingly, he was such a lame boss, Wily plans to dispose of him. However, Mega Man's original personality kicks in, and he sets off to give Wily payback for brainwashing him. As Quint, he can jump in midair, dash continuously, and not fall off ladders when he takes damage. This opens up lots of opportunities for level design, and the developers take advantage of every one of them. If you're one of the few people who has played Mega Man 2 on Game Boy, you'll notice that the Robot Masters are taken right from there, as well as the music and some enemy behavior, but thankfully, not the level design. These levels follow the Mega Man standard of clever and challenging gameplay. Some of the Robot Masters drop a different sub-weapon upon defeat. For example, Airman still gives Air Shooter, but Metal Man gives you this thing. In short, this game is full of surprises. To point them all out would be a disservice to the game. Sprites Incorporated took a mediocre, forgettable title and crafted a unique Mega Man experience that rivals anything Capcom themselves had put out. And maybe even Unlimited. Quint's Revenge definitely deserves a spot on your hard drive. Last but not least, this is Mega Man Legends 3, the prologue. It follows the plot of the unreleased prototype pretty closely. This is an impressive hybrid of both the classic and Legends series, kind of in the same vein as Network Transmission, except it didn't suck. You have the ability to dodge, sprint, lock onto enemies, and run up walls, adding new layers to gameplay. You also have special attacks, which are pretty useful against heavily armored enemies. Yeah, it takes a bit of technique, but it feels so good once you've mastered it. But the best part is the cutscenes, which not only further the plot, but also display that same colorful charm as the other games. Consider them your reward for beating each level. Finally, your goal is to rescue Mega Man from the Satellite Elysium and bring him back home to roll. This final stage is really easy compared to the rest of the game. Even the final boss is a joke. His tells are just so obvious. It just takes a long time to put him down because he's such a bullet sponge. I mean, look at that! Even Barrett's getting sick of it! Then he gets his ass handed to him, and then... BOOM!
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring, Mega Man Volnut!
This is where it all pays off. You now take control of Mega Man, who has infinite health, infinite energy, and a cannon that can blow this freak's leg clean off, exposing his weak point. And as the credits roll, we return to Earth, and Mega Man and Roll are united at last. Nothing else can satisfy me more. Whew, alright. Those are my Mega Man fan game recommendations. So, which ones were your favorite? And trust me, there are so many of them I haven't even talked about. But they are worth your time. Which ones do you want to see me play next time? Mega Man Zero Resurrection? Mega Man Beyond? How about Mega Man 2 for Atari? Nah, forget I said that. Anyway, shoutouts to the creators. Links below in the description to download the games and play them yourselves. And they are absolutely free. Not free with in-app purchases. They are free. I'm the Game Hunter, and until next time, never be game over.